The disagreement that me and Cap has is very simple, right? Most of the Bible verses we agree on. We read the same Bible verses. He pulls up a verse, I pull it up. When I pull one up, he pulls it up. We read verses. That's not the point of the discussion. The point is the ideology that Cap and Hebrew Israelites adopt is the same racist ideology, not actions, ideology that the KKK adopted, that the white colonizers adopted. That is the point of the debate. So how are you different than the KKK and the white colonizers other than your actions if the ideology is the same?
Yeah, because I don't.
If you are going to discriminate based off ethnicity, how are you different from the KKK? You can't answer the question. Cap couldn't answer it. Cap escaped. Cap, you escaped. You couldn't answer the question. You spoke about actions, Cap.
No,
you said that the Hebrew Israelites never raped anyone. We never hung anyone. We never oppressed anyone.
Not the first thing I said. The first thing I said is that the KKK. I said the KKK do not follow the Bible. Everything that the KKK is doing has nothing to do with the Bible, can't be substantiated.
Cap, it was a hypothetical, Cap.
No, I'm not talking about your hypothetical. I'm talking about literally the KKK and what they did to establish America is not in the Bible. They didn't use the Bible. They used murder, torture,
I'm not speaking
and
about. See, you talking about action. I'm speaking about the ideology.
No, I'm talking about their ideology. Their ideology.
The ideology is that they are above every other race. No, that isn't their. That was their actions, Cap. Their ideology is that they believe that they're white supremacists. Every other race is below them. They are superior than any other race. Your ideology, Cap, is the same ideology. All of these Hebrew Israelites, you're adopting the same ideology. This is what I want you niggas to know in here. You've just adopted the same ideology that the people you complain about, like the KKK.
Because
you
the KKK
stupid. It's the dumbest ideology.
KKK are still systematically oppressing people as we speak. There is no road.
What KKK is systematically?
There is no road that leads.
Give me an example how the KKK is currently.
Every cop that pulls you over, every cop that shoots you. When you see a black man with a white woman, when you see a black woman with a white man, all of that is white supremacy.
How can a cop, and we'll get to the racial thing, how can a cop killing, a white cop killing a black person be racist? What if that,
because they're not unaliving other illegal?
What if that black man was doing, breaking the law, and that white cop was just doing his job?
What was George Floyd doing that allowed a man to have his knee on his neck for hours? He's already subdued.
Listen, I don't care if the white cop was a black man.
You don't see this
at the end of the day,
people, though. You don't see that. You don't see
Cap. That is incorrect. There are more. There are more cop. Cap. Listen.
That stop and frisk was unconstitutional because they were specifically targeting blacks and Hispanics.
Cap, there are more white cops that murder white people than there are white cops that murder black people.
Don't give me
that is a statistic,
we're only
Cap.
10%.
That is a fact,
slow down,
Cap.
Swifty.
So
slow down,
you
Swifty. There's only 10% of the population of black people.
Cap, you
so of course there's going to be
black
more.
People do
but
most
here's
of
a stat that most people won't look
at. But black people do most of the crime.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that. When you look up the FBI statistics and you see the numbers, what they don't tell you is that's the numbers for arrests, not convictions. You know why black
people do most of the crime.
Let me finish.
Black people are the minority in the country, but we commit most of the crime.
Here's two things I want.
Most of the crime because our culture is rotten.
Why you want to let me
That's why. It has nothing to do with racism. It has nothing to do with victimizing. Our culture is rotten.
Let me give y'all real stats. When you look at the FBI stats, you're going to see that those numbers represent arrests, not convictions. That's how you know it's white supremacy, because at the same time, when you look at the stats for the most released people for crimes they didn't commit, it's us. We're the most people that are arrested and also released for not committing the crime. So even though we're 10% of the population, we're number one in two stats. The first stat is arrests, and the first stat is false crimes. That's facts. You can't get around that.
Cap, we could it. Cap, this is what this is.
Numbers
what this
don't
does.
lie.
Yeah, this your guy was up here. No, numbers don't lie. The fact is that we
I
are
got
the
about 10
minority
just for
and
the
the
record,
popul.
I can go to about 10:30. It's 10:21. I don't know
Okay,
what
cool.
zone you
I
on, so
brought
I
your
got
guy
9
up, but he
minutes.
left. Okay, cool.
He left again?
The point that I'm
that's him
making
right
is
there. Wait, hold
there
on.
are.
Can we
I
get
got
to him?
you.
That's him right there. Can we get to
Yeah, I
him?
got him up.
All
So
right.
the point that I'm making is there are more. There are black people are the minority, but we commit more crimes. That's the point. This is the reason
No, we don't.
why.
That's what I'm trying to
your
tell you. We don't
statistic-
commit more crime.
We
That's
break
why we're
more
the number
laws
one. We're the
than
number
white
one
people
exonerated
do.
race of people in America
That's a
because
fact,
we're
Cap.
not committing the crimes that we're being arrested for. That's facts.
Cap,
Anybody
Cap,
can look that number
black
up.
people commit more
And
crimes.
I'm
There's
gonna
more.
say it's sad that black people. Listen, if a black
Uh-uh,
person if a black person find
Cap,
out
what's sad
that we're
is
the
this.
most exonerated
What's sad
people,
is
you
that
got a
you're
brother
blaming
on the
everything
stage
on the white
fighting
man,
for
Cap.
I'm not
You're
blaming
blaming.
nothing.
You're
It's
blaming
facts.
black people's actions on
No,
the
I'm not.
white man.
No, I'm not.
You're like
No, I'm
a
not.
woman
No,
not
I'm not.
wanting to take accountability.
No, I'm not.
This
No,
is
I'm
what
not.
chicks
No, I'm
do.
not. You
Chicks
gotta
come
be
on my
careful with that
podcast is like,
woman, 'cause
oh yeah, my
listen.
ex did this. Oh yeah,
No,
my ex
no,
did that.
no.
You just like
But
them
I'm gonna
chicks.
tell you
Oh
something.
yeah,
The
the white
woman
man
is
did this.
wrong.
Oh yeah, the
But
white man did that.
The woman is wrong in that scenario. I'm not wrong in this
The black-
scenario because
you're wrong
stats
in this
don't lie.
scenario.
The stats don't lie. The most exonerated people
All right, Cap,
for
Cap.
crimes they did not commit is black people. The FBI stats show that. This is on their website,
Cap.
their information.
This
And
still doesn't prove that black
you're
people
like a
commit
black
these
man.
crimes.
You're like a
So
black
if
man
we are
trying to
going to
defend
tell
being with a
black
white
people
woman.
something, we can't change white
Hey,
people,
Cooley,
Cap. So my
you're
question
like,
for you is
the same way
this.
you try to make the
Cap.
reference of me with a woman, you're like
No,
the
Cap,
black
look,
man
it's very
trying to
simple, Cap.
defend
Look,
being with a
we
white
can't
woman.
change white people. We can't change them. We can't change them.
not
So
trying
white
to
people
change
want to
them.
be racist, they can
I
be
ain't trying to
racist.
change no
The
white people.
only thing that we can do is change ourselves.
Thank
So
you.
we need to
So the
point
first
the
thing I
finger
told
to
you-
black people
Whoa,
and say,
slow down.
black people, stop committing murder, stop stealing, stop doing
And we can
degenerate
tell white people
behavior.
to stop
And
locking
first
us
is
up
going to
for
start
crimes
with
we
the
did.
culture.
In New
The
York
culture
City-
is
Where you
rotten,
from?
Cap.
Where you from? Where you
It's
from,
hip hop
Cooley?
music.
Hey, Cooley, where you from? Where you from?
Probably not too far from where you from. I'm from Jersey.
I'm from Jersey too. Ain't that some
What part
shit?
of Jersey you
I
from?
was born in Jersey City, New Jersey.
Oh, nigga, that's where my father was born. Nigga, I'm from Rahway.
Okay,
We
no
family.
sweat.
Okay,
So
cool.
now-
But listen,
so
Cap,
wait,
let me
say-
land my
no,
plane.
no,
Cap,
I
I'll
was
let you
talking-
speak.
I was talking first. I was
No,
talking first.
Cap, I
In
was
New
speaking
York
just
City-
now,
I'll be
and
done.
you
This ain't
cut me
gonna
off.
take
You
that
said
long.
where I'm from.
This is not going to take long.
Cap,
In
I know,
New
real
York
quick.
City-
Let me land my
wait,
plane, Cap. Let me just land my plane. Cap, let me land it real quick, bro. We've been going back and forth. Let me get 15 seconds. All I'm saying
You're
is
going to try to
this.
take my 15 seconds. I just said 15 seconds.
We both said 15 seconds. See, we from Jersey. We speaking alike. So look, all I'm saying is this. We can speak about the white man, this and that. We can speak about all these things. Police brutality, all of these things. Guess what? There wouldn't be any police brutality if black people... Now, let's just say there are bad apples out there. There's some bad cops that, hey, they just want to shoot a nigga or they just bad. They're immoral. You know what? And they deserve everything that they deserve. There's some bad apples out there. But if black people as a whole wasn't as degenerate and hip hop and the culture wasn't revolved around hip hop and twerking and shooting and gang banging and selling drugs, if the culture wasn't so rotten, then what is influencing the people, their actions wouldn't be rotten. Influence creates thinking, thinking creates behavior. So if all the things that we're watching and listening to is degenerate, obviously our thinking is going to be degenerate, and then our actions is going to be degenerate. So the only thing that we can do as a black people as a whole is change our behavior instead of harping on the white man. Because guess what? Those bad apple cops out there, those bad apples, there's going to always be bad apples because that's just the way the world works. The world doesn't owe us understanding. So the thing is, we need to be the best version of ourselves and try to understand the world. Guess what? There may be some racist people. There may be some rapists out there. There may be some pedophilia type of people out there. It's just be some bad people. So what we can do is try to be the best version of ourselves and try to be better morally and try to have a nuclear family. The reason why black people is in the position that we're in is for two reasons: culture, and we don't have a nuclear family. Most of black people are being raised by single mothers.
So what I want to add, and
If you don't have a father in your home to give you any guidance, you're going to be led astray.
Okay, I'm gonna take like 60 seconds because I really
Go ahead,
want
man.
Corey to go. The only thing that I want to say is that there was I'm really disappointed by the things that you said because you almost are trying to take away of the historical information that shows the racism that black people have been through.
No, I didn't.
The greatest civil rights leader that was trying to have peace with white people was killed by white people. But you'll have us believe that white people are nice and we can't talk about racism. Martin Luther King, that y'all gonna
I never said that, Cap.
I just
Now,
want to finish. I just want to finish.
but Cap, that's
I
a
just,
lie,
I
Cap.
just wanna,
No one
I'm not
never said
lying.
that.
Listen,
That is a lie, Cap. I literally just went on a whole monologue.
You said it. What you
And
did
said that-
was point out all the wrongs that black people are doing, and we can't talk
No,
about the
I said
wrongs
that it
white
doesn't.
people are
It
doing.
don't eat. You can't
We can
change
do
white
both.
people. Cap,
We
can you
do
change a
both.
white man?
The
Yes or
same-
no?
The same way the Jewish
Cap,
man.
can you
the
change a
same
white
way-
man or can you change
the same-
yourself?
it ain't
Answer the
about-
question.
Listen, when you
Can you change the white man or can you change yourself?
All I'm trying to do is just finish. I can answer the question if you just let me finish. It ain't about changing the white man. It is about understanding. I ain't got to change him. The only thing we got to change is ourselves. And if you don't know where you are, you won't know where you going. So if you keep thinking that the white man is your friend, is not
Well, how can you know where? How can you know where you are if you're always focused on the white man?
Who's always focused on the white man?
You.
No, I'm not. You brought the white
Yes,
man
you
back
are.
up. Listen, you
No one's
brought
focused on the white man.
what
I'm focused
you
on
did-
myself.
What you did was try to say that the black man is the most the most criminal in America. That's what you just tried to say. Even though we 10% of the
It's a
population.
fact out.
So
No,
what
it's
I
a fact
did-
out there
so what
that
I
black
did-
people are
why-
the
why can't I
minority,
finish? What I
but they
did-
commit the most
No, we don't.
crimes.
No, we don't. And so what I did, and I could put the links in the chat, was show the FBI statistics that do not represent convictions, they represent arrests. And when you look at two stats, who's most exonerated for crimes they didn't commit, and who's most
White
locked up
people.
per capita? No, they're not. Per capita, remember, you brought up the percentage. So by percentage, black people are locked up more than white people based on percentage. And at that same percentage, we're the most exonerated people because we're not committing the crimes that we're arrested for. So you can't use the argument.
So you mean that
we're-
white people-
All you gotta do is just let me finish. You're not
The
letting me
percent
finish.
is
And
so
you're doing
high,
that on
Cap.
purpose. You're doing
No,
that
no
on
one's
purpose.
not
The
letting
reason
you
why you're
finish,
doing
Cap.
the reason why you keep doing that, and the only reason you're doing that, is because
No,
you
Cap,
don't want
you
real
missing what I'm
information to come
saying.
out. No, I'm understanding exactly what you're saying.
I'm
And
not
if you're
going
going to go by
against what you're
percentage,
saying.
yes, you are, because
No, I'm
you're
not.
capping for white people when the stats show that we're the most exonerated people for crimes we committed per capita, and at the same time, the most arrested for crimes that we committed. So the only thing that makes sense is that we're getting arrested for crimes we didn't commit. In New York City, in New York City, they had a law called Stop and Frisk. They had a law called Stop and Frisk.
Percentages, Cap.
They had a law.
Stop
They
it,
had
Cap.
a law called Stop and Frisk in New York City
Yes,
that they had
Cap.
to deem unconstitutional. And so I'm gonna ask you, who was they locking up? I'm gonna ask you,
Let's just
who was they
compare the
locking up with
percentages.
Stop
No
and
one's
Frisk?
go-
No,
Cap,
who
no one's
was
going
they
against what you're
locking up?
saying, though.
Who was they locking up with Stop and Frisk?
Cap, no one's going to
Answer my question. Who was they locking up with Stop and Frisk?
You're missing what I'm saying.
Who was they? I'm asking a question.
I have
Who-
the statistics right in front of me. I'm on
who
Google.
were-
I see it
just
all.
asking-
Here's
just
what I'm
asking
saying.
you.
Cap.
I'm just asking you, who were they locking up? You know what? You know what?
Let
Because
me
I said
fin-
I was
we've
gonna
we
go-
are,
wait,
we've
no,
already
in
established
fairness-
too. You
wait,
read the
Cooley,
statistics.
real Cap,
Let
in
me
fairness-
prove
Cooley,
the point
Cooley.
that I'm
Wait,
making,
wait,
Cap.
Before you do that, Cooley, I said I wanted to go at 10:30, but I want to hear what Corey has to say. So I'm gonna pause. If you could
cool,
for me.
cool.
Wait,
Real
if you
quick,
could
we gotta
wait,
finish
wait,
our
no.
dialogue.
No, wait.
I don't
So
know who this is, though. He'll be able to introduce himself just like the other people. So real quick, I got you real quick. What I'm saying is this: let's not run from this convo.
Jesus Christ.
I'll grant it all to you. I got it. I grant it all to you. I see the statistics, right? What I'm saying is this: black people that commit murder, black people that commit crimes. Yes, we know that there are some of them that they are arrested for crimes that they. I'm not so we know that black people that are convicted. We know that they are not even convicted, but they go to jail and stuff like that. We know that they go to jail or even convicted of crimes that they never committed. We know that. Exclude that, Cap. Exclude that.
Nah.
Exclude the ones that no stop it, Cap. Exclude the black people that were convicted of crimes that they did. Black people still commit more crimes than white people.
No, they don't.
Yes,
No,
we are.
they
We
don't.
are a low. But
No, they
we
don't.
are the minority.
This is on the
Cap.
website, Death Penalty Information Center. Published
Cap.
a report that this week National Registry published
it
its
shows
annual
the
report
percentages
on
right
exonerations
there,
that
Cap.
took place. According to this report, the registry recorded 153 exonerations last year. Nearly 84% of those wrong convictions were black people. So when you say that's
So
84, they're out of 100.
Cap, you're missing the point that I'm saying.
What I'm
Cap.
saying is the FBI stats. The FBI stats
Listen,
do not
Cap,
represent convictions. They represent arrests. And when we know that white people are arresting black people for crimes they didn't commit, you can't.
I grant it to you. I've already said yes to that, Cap. I still think you. No, Cap. I still think you miss. I still think you're missing my point, Cap. Listen, I still think you're missing my point.
Why they being arrested for crimes
Stop
they didn't
it.
commit?
Listen. We do know that. I've already granted to you. I already granted it to you. We do know that.
I'm asking you a question. Why are they being arrested for crimes they didn't commit?
We already. I've already said yes. I'm not disagreeing on that. I already said yes. There are black people that convicted of crimes that they didn't commit.